Hey guys, Random Racer here. How's it going, guys? Got another video for you guys today, and for those of you who have been following my videos, you probably remember this thing here. It's that bike I got way back in October. Anyways, I made a couple videos on it, one just showing guys features and stuff on it, and the other asking you guys whether I should keep this, return it, keep this, or return it and then fix up my old bike. My old bike was a Super Cycle one, had dual suspension, a different configuration to this though, and the problems with it was over 4 years old. The tread on the tires are all nearly gone, and I had no brakes left. So decided that it might have been a good time to get a new bike. And after I bought it, I just starting to realize, might have been better just to fix up my own one. So I decided to do that and take this one back. But as you can see, it's still here. So Canadian Tire would not let me take it back, even though it was after a few days after the purchase date, and I don't know, they're just really anal about not letting people take back their bikes, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, and they just wouldn't take it back, and yeah, I was pretty bummed out about that. But anyways, I rode it during the winter a few times. Obviously not when there's a ton of snow on the ground, but gotten so used to it that I've just been riding it ever since, and the other one's just been sitting around. But gotten used to it. I'm pretty satisfied with it now. It's actually a pretty decent bike, and my recommendation for you guys, if you guys are looking to buy a bike, I just recommend looking at a bike shop first. Just go there, just look, ask them, talk to them about their bikes and department store bikes. They might talk to you about a little bit of bullshit, and but if you guys can't afford the bike shop brands, which are pretty expensive, the cheapest one near my bike shop, or my local bike shop out in the city downtown, is cheapest one they had was a Norco Pinnacle, and it was like $400. Like, whoa, $400 for a bike. It's pretty expensive. So I decided to say $200 and buy this one. This one here is actually $400 retail. I think they went up this year to $449, but it was on clearance last year during that 1 week. Got it for $200, and $200, it's got a pretty decent bike, at least decent parts on it, and I'm pretty satisfied with it now. Anyways, I'll just run through the stuff I liked about it and things I didn't really like about it, and pretty much an overall feature review once again. But after, let's see, October, November, December, January, February, March. After 6 months of use, so this should be a pretty experienced review anyways. I found use for those Apple stickers that come with the iPods. Decided to stick one on here. It's white, kind of matches with everything else, and yeah. If you guys are looking for a place to put those Apple iPod stickers, put it on your car or bike or wherever. It looks kind of cool. Anyways, let's get started with the bike. First thing I did like about this bike is it has disc brakes on it. They look cool. They definitely are a lot more efficient than the these are called V brakes, and they just rub on the rim, which you're all familiar with. But I definitely like the disc brakes. They're functional. They work a lot better when during wet conditions. Excuse me, sorry, like snow, rain, and they also look cool as well. If you guys are wondering why they put disc brakes on the front instead of the back, it's actually, at least on bikes, it's better to put it on the front of the tire, just because when you're biking, since all that forward momentum when you're slowing down pushes forward, most of that weight is pressed on the front tire here. Therefore, you get more braking power out of the front than the back. Because if you just slam the brakes on the back, you're obviously going to skid the tire and might not stop in time. But yeah. Anyways, the thing I did notice about disc brakes on bikes, at least with mine, they're not as responsive as the V brakes. For example, when I use the rear brakes, you get instant brake. Like if I press it hard, the tire will instantly stop. But with the front brakes, it doesn't really stop. It more slows down really quickly than an instant braking power, instant stop or whatever. But I don't know whether that's good or not. I guess if it was instant, then I might flip over the bike and the bike will go whoosh, which is probably not good. But they do work and they look cool, and I'm pretty happy with them. They're for those of you bike enthusiasts out there who are watching this. It's from a company called ProMax. I'm pretty sure they're probably the lower end brand of disc brakes, but they work and I'm pretty happy with them. Anyways, let's move on. The front shocks. They're called ice shocks from, I don't know what company. There's a label over here that says, right there it says Zoom. and don't know who makes them, but considering it's a $400 bike, I assume they would work, and they actually do. They're not like super smushy or super stiff. They're just kind of in between. So it's not like the greatest shocks, I guess, but they work and they do provide a little bit of comfort, especially when hitting those curbs. The front tire here, actually, a tire is a tire, but the rim here, it's not, it's just a department store brand quality rim. It's not really that great. It's slightly bent actually, but it doesn't affect the brakes or anything. But it is slightly bent, and I've been debating whether I should take it back and get them to align the rim. But yeah, the rims aren't that great. The black paint on them is very cheap. For example, I don't even use the rear brakes very much, just because if I use them, the black paint has already started to shine, and eventually it'll come off and show bare metal. That's how cheap it is. That's one of the cheapest parts on the bike. Pretty much is the rim, and don't really like that. The bearings and stuff, I think they're okay. The one on the front here is from a company called Quantum. Not sure if you guys can see that. Oh, not Quantum. QU. I think that's an ANDO. Quando. I don't know if they're good or not, but they work really well. The rear brakes probably same company, but I've noticed the tire when it spins makes some kind of funny noise. Might be low on grease or something. But yeah. Anyways, running 6 minutes here. Moving on. The frame of the bike, it's made of a 6061 aluminum frame, and we all know aluminum is light, and definitely makes the bike a little bit lighter. It still feels kind of heavy, but my other bike, which was a Super Cycle, was an all-steel bike, and it was, well, that thing was heavy, but this one's definitely a lot lighter, easier to carry around, and yeah. Also, the frame is painted with a matte gold finish. A lot of bikes out there, has a nice glossy paint finish, but this is a nice change. Looks more professional, and the gold and the black theme definitely looks really nice in my opinion. Again, it's a CCM Torrent AL meaning aluminum, dual XC. Don't know what the XC stands for, but dual, because dual shocks. Moving on, this part here, it's a steel frame. I don't know how many moving parts. This part moves, and that part moves, and this whole thing moves just to accommodate that one shock. Which probably leads me to talk about this. They call these soft tail bikes, and this thing here, it holds a maximum of 650 pounds, so it's a pretty stiff shock. You don't want something too flexible, or else you're going to lose energy when pedaling, but you don't want something too stiff, or else it's not going to work. So this thing is a little bit, right in between, and provides a little bit of comfort when hitting over little bumps, and yeah, it also looks nice as well. What else can we talk about? Already talked about the rear V brakes. Seat post here is a nice black metallic finish, and the seat itself, it's a hand stitched, probably pleather, fake leather, and definitely sets out the bike a little bit as well. The seat looks more professional, and the stitching definitely adds a nice touch. Bike comes with a full set of reflectors, red, one there, and one down there. One of my favorite things about this bike has a seat clamp right here. I know a lot of bikes do, but I like when they add this kind of stuff because it makes it easier to adjust the bike when needed. But generally, you only need to adjust it once. Down here we have, it's a 21-speed bike, 7 and 3 times 7, 21 speed, and it has a Shimano Tourne derailleur. I like it. It looks cool. It functions. People say they have problems with it. I haven't any problems with it. These two parts are made of plastic, but I'm going to assume there's some kind of metal rod in there or something inside it, so it shouldn't be, it's not that too cheap of a bike. Shimano, not too cheap of a derailleur. Shimano does make decent parts, and this is definitely one of them. Another Shimano derailleur here for the front part, running 9 minutes. We have Shimano Easy Fire shifters, my favorite type of shifters. Got a nice display, looks cool, and also has a metal alloy brake handles. And that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, there's another clamp here as well, so you can easily take the front tire off, which is cool because makes storing the bike a little bit more easier when you're storing it, and so you have more room without the front tire. Anyways, guys, running just about 10 minutes here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's the update on the CCM Torrent AL Dual XC bicycle. It is a department store bike, but if you see high-end bikes on half price, go for it. And